Josh, we're almost there, mate. We're what?
10 days.
2 weeks, yeah,
10 days.
2 weeks. A week on Saturday.
10 days, yeah. So a week on Saturday. It's almost upon us. The penultimate one before we walk into dreamland. I keep on telling myself that now. For the last 2 or 3 weeks, that's been on my mind. Obviously, you can never.
So you're taking him really seriously.
No, you can never overlook anybody, but you've got to have a why. You know, you've got to have a why. When you're a world champion, when you've reached the very, very top of the mountain, you've won everything else. You know, a lot of people would sit back, put their feet up, you know, get the pipe out, and put the slippers on. But you know, the fire still burns for me. It's like I'm still hungry. Like I'm like
and this is a fight that will lead to those real unbelievable dreams that you had, you know,
this is what I'm,
2 years ago.
This is what I'm saying, Lee. This is the thing. I've set myself another goal now, and you know, 12 weeks ago, the fight was billed as Warrington versus Galahad, and there was a lot of stuff said from both sides and a lot of bickering and stuff. But for me now, I'm not looking at him as like this is a personal grudge match. This is a Yorkshire derby. I'm not looking at it like that. I'm looking at this is a human being who stood in front of me, who was trying to stop me from going to the big dizzy heights of the Madison Square Garden, Las Vegas. I mean, you look at that card on the weekend, and you're seeing all the people buzz about it and stuff. I mean, Steve's just come back from there now and talks about how special the garden is. You know, I'm not talking out of term here. Get through this one. The big fucking unification fights are over there, and could be headlining the shows over there, fighting in big, you know, multiple world title fights, and it's like
special, isn't it?
It is special, mate, and it's not like like I say, I'm not talking out in term. I'm not talking dafty. I can make it happen. What I've got to do is I've got to win June 15th and go on from there.
Yeah, it's like I say, it's a strange one because I think the battle of you were whining one another, weren't you? And I think you were winning, and then suddenly he's gone to this way. He's gone very quiet and just not replying to anything, and so you can't really win because there's nothing to win because he's not presenting anything back to you.
No, there isn't. And you know, we did a media day in London last week, and my thinking was, I'll take him on how he behaves. I didn't look too much into all that bollocks in the initial press conference because I've met him before, and I know that it's all a false persona. It's all a show. You know, I'm Barry. I don't give a fuck about anybody. This is my time. Blah blah blah. But then we met each other, like I say, last week down in London, and when he came into the first interview, which we were in Talksport, he more or less put his thumb up at me, and I waved, and you know, he may watch this now and deny it, but that's the truth. Everything you were saying in the initial build-up 12 weeks ago, he was contradicting himself and saying different things. You know, he was showing a lot of respect this time around. He wasn't saying stuff like, you know, my dad's gonna be throwing a towel in and getting all emotional. He wasn't saying stuff like he's gonna spank me out in 6. All that had gone. He was like, oh, I just think I'm that little bit more better, and Josh is a great fighter. So realisation's kicking in now, Lee. We're not 12 weeks away now, we're 2 weeks away, or well, 10 days now. And I think when you're in bed on the night time and you've finished all your camp and everything else, it's like, fucking hell, no else can be done now, and it's all a bit a mental battle, and this is where you really start thinking about it. The thing is, Lee, I've done it many a times,
and he's not far at your level now, has it?
No, he hasn't, and you know, he's done all right at domestic level, and you look down the record, the level lads who he's boxed, alright, he's boxed for a few, like I said, domestic titles and whatnot, and he's boxed a few international titles against, you know, half decent opponents, but never to the level of what we have, never with the pressure, never like in the big arena fights, and you know, that could be the difference, mate.
And we always say he's a guy who likes to box at his pace. Now I presume that'd be a major part of yours where you're not going to allow him to, which could further down the line mean he could crumble.
Yeah, of course, and that doesn't mean that I'm not going to allow him because I'm just in his face going forward constantly. It's just little things like just being present. You know, and what I mean by that is you could be fighting an opponent who's there, but they're not really there. You know, they're not going to work for a minute and a half, and they're just going to come forward now and again. But when someone's, you know, there in front of you, but you don't know when they're going to come, and you've got to stay alert, you've got to stay focused.
Keep him thinking.
Yeah, exactly that, keep him thinking. I'm going to keep him on his toes regardless of whether it's going forward or making him fucking work or keeping him thinking. He's going to be wary for them 3 minutes we're in there. He's not going to be like going along, arms down thinking, because he knows at any one time I'll come forward, and he knows I can work at that pace as well. So that's going
to play on his mind, isn't it?
Yeah.
Knowing that if you do set a high pace, he knows he's going to have to live with that for the whole of the 12 rounds, and it's probably going to finish off at an even higher pace.
Yeah, and he said, I'll live.
And he's proven you've done it.
Of course, and he said himself, I live in the gym, and I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that he don't train hard. I'm not saying that whatsoever, but what I am saying is, fucking hell, we can all be brilliant in the gym without the pressure, without the lights, without the crowd. But when it comes down to that night, when it matters the most, when you take off them big gloves and you put on fucking little 8 ounces, that's when it really matters, mate.
Yeah, you seem really confident, mate.
I am, and that's not crossing with cockiness. It don't matter who you're fighting. This person in front of you, and it is boxing. We're seeing on weekend with AJ. Notes ever written completely.
No,
I can have a massive belief, but I'm going in this one really confident that this fella he won't have enough to stop me on my journey.
I've seen over the last 18 months, 2 years, how your confidence has grown with each fight, and I believe those last 2 fights, as your confidence, I mean, you were so much more confident for the Carl Frampton fight, which I reckon was probably a bigger fight than Lee Selby, that was winning the title.
Possibly.
Frampton was the man, and again, in a fight where Carl Frampton's never been beat up before. Never. And it was a fantastic fight to watch, and a brilliant performance by yourself. And I think the confidence that you're showing now is because of those results.
Yeah.
And that's a hard thing to beat, that confidence for the right reasons, mate.
We were talking about earlier, weren't we, momentum as well. Momentum's another thing, and not only that, I think everything's falling into place at the right time for me. I've often talked about timing in boxing, and it's not a team, it's a one individual, so everything's got to be right for that one individual. 20, you see some lads at 21, 22, 23, and they've got the man body and they've got the man strength and this. I'd say I got mine later, 25, 26, and it's really coming into its own now. The experience, my boxing brains, I'm thinking a lot more than I ever used to.
Do you feel it's just everything
rolling into one?
Yeah. 2 years have been just falling into place perfectly at the right time.
Experience tells me I can deal with the big fights now. Experience tells me I can deal with the pressure of the crowd. I never knew how to do that when I first started boxing. I never dreamed I'd be able to fight in like tens of thousands of people, and having celebrities like Vinnie Jones don't ring water me. But when it all happens, you've got to be able to deal with it. And there is a pressure what comes with fighting in front of 10,000 people and everyone expecting you to win. You know what I mean? But how you get through that's being in them scenarios, and you learn, and from there. You know how to handle that pressure. I've not been there before. I can do this.
But you've always been there as the baddie, really. No one really wanted you to win. No one thought you could beat Lee Selby, and no one wanted you to beat Carl Frampton, and no one really expected you. It was only you and your team, again in both those fights, that expected you to both to come through. How do you cope with this one? Because everyone not only expects you to win now, but they want you to win. They really do.
Well, first
I think you could have the nation behind you, mate.
First of all, you need to tell me who them fuckers who didn't want me to win. No, I'm joking, man. But obviously there's a thing there. Everyone wants you to win, but I think, like I say, experience and stuff.
Does that not give you a nice sense?
It is a nice sense, but you don't. It's there, and that when you look on like Twitter and stuff like that, there's lots of positive messages from all over the country. I've had messages from all over the world. It is lovely, and that is a drive. And you turn it into a positive. But I don't look at it as pressure. I don't look at it as pressure, because ultimately, when I get in the ring, it's me and him. And I'm kind of got the house blinkers on now. I'm driven, and I'm just fucking tunnel visioned, looking forward. So. I think at this stage of my career, I'm just looking forward, winning, and I'll reflect and look back when I'm finished.
Well, this is, I think, a good sign, because I was speaking to your dad before, and you felt perhaps you'd not done as much in this camp as you'd done in previous ones, and then your dad said, no, I've just checked the figures, and you're beating everything that you were doing before, and you seem to think it's an easier camp, and yet you're doing better than you've done in previous.
Yeah, again, you learn from experience. I keep on saying the same thing, but I think we've had around 15, 16 title camps now, you know, from English all the way through to world level. This is our first world title camp, and you know, as you get older as well, you have to adapt. I'm not 21, 22 no more, and obviously there's things outside of boxing as well, having a family. You have to adapt to certain things mentally, and how much recovery time you need, and do we need to do that anymore? You know, you can get fitted in a certain way, so there's all the different things that you take into consideration. I'm always in gym anyway.
But this is nice, so this place where we're at, Freedom ABC, in the middle of nowhere, it's been a stable part of your camps now for 3 years plus?
Yeah, 3 years, well, more than that. More than that, I went down, I used to come down here sparring Jamie McDonald when he were on his for world title, so I've been coming like down here for a very long time.
And so does that, this is always going to be part of your team? This place is the final touch, the final piece of the jigsaw is coming here doing those last couple of spars?
I think it's good to have this base down here because it's not on my doorstep. You know, you take that drive over M62 down M18, and we're in the middle of nowhere, and you know, and there's no distractions here when we're coming to the door. You know that no one's just going to come like wandering past. Oh, I'm just going to watch a bit of sparring. It's like we kind of have it locked down, and you know, it's the gym's big enough. They've got a kitchen. They can make some bacon boys for me dad, and it's a good crack. And
is your dad going to get his trailer?
It's proven.
Is he going to get his camper van?
He's got his fucking car.
He said he's got a car now. You've got him a car, but now he said he wants a trailer to go on the back of it.
Spoiled. It's getting spoiled. We're keeping his toes on way.
But this is great because this is arguably your biggest payday, which is hopefully will lead to even bigger paydays, and that notoriety of being the number one featherweight in the world.
That's the dream now. It's like I've said it in a few interviews. I think I'm ranked number 2 in the Ring Magazine rankings, and number 1's Leo Santa Cruz, that I think is the biggest name in the division. The featherweight division is red hot anyway.
It is.
But to be number 1 and to be ranked the very best in your division, I mean, I'm looking earlier, someone had put it on Twitter, there's 6 unified world champions, and we're talking Lomachenko, we're talking like Usyk, we're talking Crawford. Mate, these guys are legends at sport, and you become fucking little Josh Warrington from Leeds.
You become one of them.
To keep selling fisted fucking man. He's gonna be there. And it's like, wow. I don't know. It's like, you have to pinch yourself. Like, is that fucking us? But it can be reality, and you don't go down as just, oh yeah, another world champion. You go down as fucking, you know, a legend of the featherweight division, and you know, great fight from this country.
Yeah,
it should be a massive honour to do so.
The style that you've done it in, mate, is what everyone can't believe.
Yeah, and hopefully, you know, folk can, you know, look at myself and say, oh, fucking hell, lad wasn't most talented, wasn't like most naturally gifted, but he fucking worked hard and he got to where he needed to be. And I'm never gifted anything. Yeah, people have said, oh, he's only where he is because we were fucking ticket seller when I was signed with Eddie. But previous to that, I come through with the English, you know, through the English title, then I was an opponent when I boxed for the Commonwealth.
But do people not understand how hard it is to sell tickets?
Well,
so you should be, people taking the hat off to you, mate, going, you know, because, you know, you still do it, you still go around, you sell them, you know, 5,000 tickets yourself.
Okay. Man of the people, man on the people.
Well, listen, good luck for the 15th. Hopefully, I'll be down there with you in the changing rooms, ready to celebrate with you for those big nights, because I want to go to America,
man. I know, man. There's plenty of people who want to do it. I've told this story a few times already, but I was only in Leeds last week, just getting a bit of shopping, and I've got my sunglasses on. It's a lovely sunny day in Leeds, got my cap on. I'm walking down Briggate, and Brigate's like a busy high streets. It's like Harvey Nichols and fucking loads of shopping centres connected to it. As I'm walking along, somebody's fucking spotted me from the other side, and he's shouting, Josh! I mean, he was one of the fucking best looking kids, you know what I mean? He looked like he couldn't afford a trainers, never mind anything else. I'm going, hey, pal, how are you doing? He said, yeah, good, how are you fucking ready for it? I said, I'm ready for it. He says, good Vegas after this one. I said, maybe, mate, if I get my own way. He says, yeah. I said, are you coming to this one? He went, no, I'm going to give this one a miss. I'm going to give this one a miss, but I'll be there for Vegas. Fucking giving me this shouting. People are walking past looking up.
It's brilliant that though, isn't it?
But it's, yeah,
those are things that you'll remember in years to come, in 20, 30 years time, you'll remember this stranger just shouting to you.
This is it. And people, you know, Vegas comes off or Madison Square Garden, that trip, it's things what people talk about for years.
Yeah.
You know, it becomes folktale. Hey, do you remember when we went to watch fucking Josh Warrington in Vegas? Oh, what a crack we had. And they might have their own little stories about what they did or where they stayed, but they'll always remember, like, we went to go watch Josh Warrington.
And just think as well, you know, how that will pick up British boxing again, because just recently we've not done too well over in America, have we, you know, our fighters. And if you can go over there, like say, little kid from Leeds.
Yeah, listen, it would bang money. Listen, I'm not asked about fucking being famous, not bothered for that, but I am bothered about being history books and making a legacy, so I'll take that. It's fucking shitloads of money.
See you later, kiddo.
Cheers,
good luck for the 50.
Thank you,
bye,
mate. For all boxing info, news and latest interviews, amateur and pro, across the north, click and subscribe. VIP Boxing Promotions. Also, Twitter, Instagram and Facebook.